Hi, I'm Leonora Dillon and I'm the Education Curator here at the Salisbury Zoo. We're glad you're joining us for Catching Up with the Zoo Crew. Today we're going to be talking to a couple of different folks here at the zoo. Ms. Laura is going to tell us about an event that's just right around the corner that we hope that you can join us for. Nathan's going to introduce one of our fabulous education ambassador animals, as well as tell you about his position here at the zoo with AmeriCorps and what he does to assist our volunteers. Miss Becca has a fabulous, really neat incentive that we are trying to put out there via our keepers, and she's going to give you lots of information on that. And I'm going to tell you about a neat event we have coming up for families. We're going to get started with Miss Laura, so we're going to be off to Laura now.
Thanks, Leonora. My name is Laura Nagel. I'm the education technician. I'm here to tell you a little bit about Earth Day. Earth Day at the zoo is coming up April 21st from 10 to 4. We will have lots of different exhibitors from several different educational and environmental areas around, including, but not limited to, Delmarva Discovery Center. We will have Coast Kids out from Assateague. We will have Blackwater National Wildlife Refuge, Chincoteague Bay Field Station, Maryland, Maryland Coastal Base Program and Lower Shore Land Trust and several others will be out with exhibits set up for you to look at. We'll have several craft vendors, and we will also have some recycled crafts for you guys to put together and take home. We'll be doing a little beehive craft. We will also be doing some bottle cap and bead magnets, and of course our famous binoculars that we've been doing the last couple of years, in addition to 2 or 3 other crafts that will be a surprise when we get out there. And we have several fantastic sponsors we would like to thank for this year. We have Hertrick will be out here showing off some of their stuff, and we'll be out in front of the bears. Delmarva Power will be here as always. Pepsi, Redmond Lodge, and the Ocean City Elks Lodge. We will also have some music this year. We will have the Ted Nichols Drumming Circle on the stage, and we will have AMP Studios doing some music on the stage for us. And it will all kick off with our Zoo Stampede 5K. So hope you guys can join us April 21st, 10 to 4, and we'll hit it back to Leonora.
Thanks, Laura. We really appreciate you giving us all of that information, and we hope folks can join us for Earth Day. Next, we're going to head over and talk with Nathan and find out all the cool stuff that volunteers are doing and what he's helping us do as an AmeriCorps member.
Thanks, Leonora. My name is Nathan Hurdle. I'm a graduate from Salisbury University with a BS in biology, and I'm the AmeriCorps member here at the Salisbury Zoo with the Education Department. So my primary job description is that of the volunteer coordinator here at the zoo. So we have lots and lots of events and lots of just different stuff that people can do to help us out here. In the past we've had things like our Halloween Happening event, our Critter Christmas, and in the springtime our Wild About Reading event where kids can come and learn how to associate reading with some of the animals and just get excited about education. And so I communicate with all of them through phone and email and make sure that they're all here when we need them and that they do a good job of what we need them to do. And we also have, of course, our long-term volunteers called docents. I assist with their training and then also get them used to potentially handling some of the animals that we have in the education department. The animals that we see are separate from the exhibit collection as required by AZA, but if you have programs with us, you get to see some of those critters, so I encourage anyone who's interested to check it out. Also, I do, of course, get to take care of some of the critters that we have. They all each have their own personalities, and some of them can be more difficult than others, but it's a really, really great, satisfying experience getting to work with all of them. I'm also an educator here, of course, in the education department, so sometimes we use those critters to educate the public about conservation events, what you can do to maybe help some of the animals in our local area. In just a little bit here, I'll be introducing you to a peregrine falcon. You get to hear a little bit more about her. Personally, my favorite experience so far has actually been the STREAM program, which is an after-school education event for kids who have been identified as reluctant learners, and we do zoo to use for them and kind of give them a little bit of a lesson, hoping to engage them more and so they can be a little bit more interested in school. So the most recent one we did was about diet and dentition. So I showed students how they could potentially identify what an animal might eat or what they might do based on just a skull or replicas of skulls that we have. We call those biofacts. And then I gave them pictures of skulls and asked them to use what they just learned to maybe figure out what those pictures might be. Some of them are a little bit more difficult. A killer whale skull is not really easy to figure out. And then I introduced them to our barred owl, our sulcata tortoise, and our skunk, and asked them to figure out what those animals might eat or what they might do or some adaptations they might have based on what they had just learned. And it's really cool seeing the kids kind of engaged with the animals and being excited to learn about something. Okay, we're here now with our peregrine falcon. We've had her for around 12 years. The first thing most people notice about her is that she is missing part of her left wing. That's actually the only reason we're allowed to have her in captivity. Because she is non-releasable, she would not survive in the wild without us. Peregrine falcons are really, really cool birds of prey. In the wild, they live pretty much all over the earth except the very tip of the Arctic and the Antarctic areas. And they've adapted really, really well to human environments. So they are naturally cliff-dwelling birds, and so human skyscrapers and cities are actually a really, really good habitat for them. Pigeons make a very, very good meal for a peregrine falcon, especially fat ones. So these guys are actually the fastest animal in the world when they go into their hunting stoop. And they fly up, they go up for a little bit, and then they dive straight down, going very, very quickly, up to 240 miles an hour. They use their beak and their talons to incapacitate their prey, and then they take it back. They are actually normally solitary. Sometimes they do talk to each other. Sounds a little bit like a glorified seagull. But as you can see, some of the more defining features, they have that slate gray wing color. They have this barring on their chest and wing. She's spreading out a little bit for us. And then she also has those gorgeous black streaks under her eyes. Just camouflage to help her survive in her natural environment. But the largest population of peregrine falcons now is actually in New York City because of the abundant food supply for them. So now back to you, Leonora.
Next, we're going to be heading over to Miss Becca. She's going to tell you about the Azek incentives that we have going on here at the zoo. So off to Becca.
Thanks, Leonora. My name is Rebecca Brown, and I'm a digital marketing intern here at the Salisbury Zoo. This month, for the whole month of April and for Earth Day, us and our Azek chapter have adopted the No Straw, No Plastic Straw initiative. And so what we're doing is spreading the word about how plastic straws affect our environment and our oceans and the animals and plants living in them. We are posting a lot on social media with alternatives to straws. So we've got a few here. We've got a plastic straw, and this one is reusable. It's not the throwaway plastic straw. And we've got a stainless steel plastic straw. And you can get these at Walmart for $2.99, and it really helps out the environment so that you're not using all those plastic straws every single day. The U.S. Daily uses enough plastic straws to wrap around the whole earth twice and a half. So that's a lot of plastic, and we decided that it was something that we wanted to focus on for Earth Day. We've got some hashtags going, so if you're out there using your reusable straw or not using plastic straws, please use our Paws Off Straws hashtag and tag the zoo so that we can see all your fun pictures. Back to you, Leonora.
Thank you, Miss Becca. We are really excited about this and hope the public joins in with us in not using straws, but thinking of neat alternatives that they can do otherwise. So I want to tell you about a neat event that's coming up. It's called Bunk with the Beast. On May 18th, families can come out and camp out here at the zoo. We actually put our tents right here on the lawn and create a little village here that we have our families come in to do activities. Each season we do a Bunk with the Beast, and we have folks come out. We get to find out about nocturnal animals. We go on a night hike to try and find some of those behaviors exhibited in our exhibit animals. We get to roast s'mores over a small fire. Of course, we provide dinner and breakfast, and folks that are wanting to find out about camping but aren't quite sure if it's really their thing, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to come out. We'll help you set up your tents. We even have tents that you can rent here at the zoo. You do need to register with us, and you can call the education department or email us, and we can get back to you giving you details. You can also find details on our website, salisburyzoo.org. But we would love to have families come out and try out this Bunk with the Beast. It's a really fun event. We always get fabulous reviews from the families that are here, and we'd love to have new folks joining us. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for Bunk with the Beast. If not in May, we have 2 more coming up in the summer, so look for those dates on our calendar. As always, we thank you for joining us for Catching Up with the Zoo Crew here on Pack 14, and look for us for our next episode.